Okay. Last we left off, you ran into an old acquaintance, Stanimir, who delivered a package to Ira, as well as notified Panton and Honora that their parents were looking for them. You made official dinner reservations with Strahd to send carriage to the Blue Water Inn tomorrow around 3 in the afternoon. You were attacked in broad daylight in the middle of town by Isaac Strasny over the theft of his doll. You found out that, to Isaac, he was doing nothing more than recreating the likeness of his lost and thought to be dead sister. After calming the situation, you continued on to do some shopping in preparations for your travels to Ravenloft and dinner with Strahd. I believe the majority of you had finished up your shopping off-screen. If there wasn't anything that we talked about, if there's any last-minute things that you wanted to do for the day, we can kind of scurry through those if you need to. Did we miss anything?
Oh, damn it, I gotta pull up fucking...
Just, I don't want to have to roleplay it, but
No, that's
tomorrow
fine.
morning, Nora wants to run and grab her pretty dress, because she wants to wear the dress with the breastplate.
Okay. All right.
I wanted to get some silvered bolts, and I think you said that those were worth like a gold and a half or something like that.
Yeah. You can grab as many as you need to. Just subtract the cost.
And then how much?
I would say with like a maximum of 20. Like you could purchase
as many as I could get.
Yeah, you could purchase 20 at a time in that amount of time.
Okay, so 30 gold for that. And then there was that necklace with the pearl in it. And
yeah.
With the pearl, it was worth a lot, like you said. But I don't remember what you said. Write it down.
It was like 5,000, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't worth 5,000. I want to say overall the necklace was worth 500, but the centerpiece was as much as you needed for the identify spell, the 50 gold.
So taking that centerpiece out, how much does the necklace cost now?
Let's say the center pearl, I can't remember what we had talked about, but we're just going to make it up. Let's say the center pearl was worth 100 and
no, it's worth it's worth 100 because that's what you need for the identify spell.
Is it?
Right?
Yeah, it was the exact amount of whatever it was for the identify spell, and then the remaining, so 400 gold left over on the for the other 4. I think that's
Okay. Do I hold on to that? I think I'm gonna sell it.
Okay.
Maybe probably at a reduced price.
Yeah, if you wanted to try to sell that to the lady that was making the dresses, she'd probably give you 300 for the remaining pearls. Since you kind of defaced it a little bit, she's not going to be able to sell it as a necklace anymore. It'll have to be something else.
Okay.
So if you want to sell it, you can retract or subtract the rest of the necklace, but just give yourself... we'll say she gives you... 600 electrum pieces.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything that they wanted to do before we retired to the inn for the night?
I think I gave that never-ending vial to Honora and then the monocle to Ira, so I think I'm good.
That's right.
Is it already nighttime? I thought it was still. Wasn't it still somewhat early in the day?
Yeah, I mean, it's still relatively early in the day. Yeah, I mean, if there's...
I guess it depends what time passage did we had while we were at the shop.
I would say shopping around and doing all the things that we kind of did off screen. Several hours had passed. It's probably around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's getting towards dinner time.
I think Anderson said he was going to go see Ismark and Irina to, let them know.
Okay. Yeah. You make your way out to the church of St. Andrel, and you're able to find Ismark and Irina sitting down playing a game. They have each have a stick of charcoal, and they're writing on some sort of paper, like got a bunch of dots on the paper, and they're drawing lines in between the dots. But yeah, they're just kind of hanging out.
All right, I'll kind of go up to them and just say, Ismark, Irina, a word.
Yes. Is this something? Is it here okay, or do you need to go somewhere more private?
Just out of the way of anyone else. It's a bit of a private matter.
Okay. He stands up and picks up the paper and folds it and sticks it in his pocket and just kind of gives a squinty-eyed glance towards Irina. I can't have you cheating on me while I walk away. Do you need her too, or is it just me?
Both of you.
Okay. And they both stand up, and rather than going outside, they kind of step into Father Lucian's den. He's got a desk, a place where he does a little bit of his work. Father Lucian says that we can use this whenever we want, since we've been giving him some money for the church. He closes the door behind him. What is it that you wanted to talk to us about?
And I don't really know how to say this, so I'll just be up front. We think we found Irina's biological brother.
You see Irina's eyes kind of perk up, but she doesn't say anything. Ismark just kind of looks at you. I guess do go on.
Yeah, so let's see. Long story short.
Well, you told them about the dolls already.
Yeah, they know about the dolls. Long story short, we took one of them dolls from Isaac's place. He got mad.
Do you have it? I think it'd be a good idea if I showed her what...
No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
But he got mad. We fought him. No one's dead. No one's permanently hurt. Don't worry. But it came out that he made those dolls in remembrance of his, lost sister. And those dolls bear a striking resemblance to, and I point to Irina.
That... I mean, I guess and he kind of turns and looks to her. I don't remember really any of my childhood. I'm not familiar with anybody from my past. All I know is Ismark and Kolyan, my father. I don't... You know, when you get this old, I don't really know if I want to know him. You know, I have my family.
Well, I'm gonna leave that up to you. I just thought it'd be important to tell you.
Ismark kind of looks over at Irina, and you can see that she's somewhat distraught. She's definitely confused and taking in a lot of information, and he kind of puts his arm around her, and it is okay. You can have many people in your family. If this was truly your brother, you know, he must care about you very deeply. Maybe we could set up a time where we meet him in a safe place and have conversation, because it is still really weird that he would make all of those dolls. And if
he does care about you, like Ismark said. He just misses his sister.
But I don't know how he could know me. I was so little when I was gone. Who is this person?
Isaac, the big guy with the freak arm.
He is so scary. I don't understand how we could have come from the same mother or father. I'm an adult. I should be able to deal with these type of things. I shouldn't shy away from deformities. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, good point. I'm right there with you.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. It appears my sister needs a little more time to think on it, but it is better that we know. Regardless of whatever she decides to do, it is good for us to at least be on the lookout for potential uncomfortable situations that could arise.
Right. Again, I'll leave y'all to that business. I just thought it was important.
Hey, are you all going to be around tomorrow? I wanted to go out to the woods and search for a particular type of tree. It's supposed to have some healing properties. Father Lucian was asking if I could shave the bark off of some of this tree, and I thought maybe, venturing into the woods might require some help. I don't know what he could pay, but...
Well, we got some time in the morning, but we've got plans around afternoon.
I know you're speaking now, but who all went? Was it just... Did anybody else?
I thought it was just Anderson.
I thought it was too, but that was the first time
no.
she had spoken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's no reason why you
I
couldn't
didn't
have
say
been.
one way or the other if we followed him, so I assumed we all just followed him, but...
Anderson will just turn to him and say, well, it kind of depends on the time. And I kind of lean up and whisper, we got invited by Strahd to a dinner at Ravenloft. We're going.
And he just stares blankly at the floor. Be careful. It could be a trap.
It probably is, but I need to know what game he's playing.
Well, if you make it out of there alive, come back. I will wait.
Well, thing is, the Burgermaster said if we go, we ain't welcome back.
I will think of something. There's got to be something that I could do to convince him that you are worth having around. You don't plan on becoming his allies or anything, do you?
I'd love nothing more than to mount his head on my wall.
Okay. Maybe we can try to spin it as in you're a spy going in there to collect ideas or strategize how to defeat him. I will work on it. There's a large oak tree, one of the few that have leaves on it, just west of Lake Vallaki. If you make it out tomorrow before sunset, meet me there. I'm sorry, not tomorrow, the next day.
The next day.
The next day. If you're leaving tomorrow to go visit him, we'll do the next day before sunset. And I will tell you what the plan is to get you back in.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you letting us know. We're going to go get back to our game, try to lighten the mood a little bit. That's a lot of information. Stay safe. And he reaches his hand out to shake yours.
Yeah, Anderson will take it back, and he'll just say, "You too."
He opens up the door and heads back into the church.
Yeah, Anderson will take his leave.
Okay. The rest of you. There any particular place that you want to go? Whether it's for dinner or
I figure
Sorry.
if we're walking through, I'm just gonna kind of like keep an eye out for like doors and look for a jacket or something like that.
Yeah, the only clothing store that you would have known would have been the Endless Delight Clothiers, which is the one that they were all at when they ordered their dress and things like that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not looking for anything in particular, just something very basic.
Okay.
I mean, we've been wandering around this town for a couple days now. Are there any other options for eating, or is the tavern, Blue Water Inn, the only place that has like communal food?
Yeah, tavern's pretty much it.
Yeah, so.
I would like to go see. There, you said there's like people who were like in stockades or something like that.
Yeah, in the town square. Let me see if I can move you guys to the town of Vallaki map, and you could see.
Yeah, I'd be interested in going to town square as well.
Okay. All right. Can you guys all see the map of Vallaki here?
Yep.
Okay, so
Fucking Pantons ran off again.
As always.
Like always.
Damn it, Panton.
let me pull it up.
Can't help myself. You guys are kind of boring.
What?
We're serious.
You're super serial all the time.
That's what we're
The
putting a
town
poll.
square area is right around where my ping is, the red circle.
Where Nico's heading.
Can you
the long
ping
way.
again?
You're
If
right
you're
there.
Super cereal, then you're Fruity Loops.
I'm gonna remove your
That's
tokens
canon
from
now,
the.
guys.
You guys stay off my map. Just stay off to the side. You're not actually there. It blocks my view from stuff. So yeah, you're right where I don't want you to be. Anyways,
Did that on purpose.
so do you all make your way to the town square then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Berta.
Sorry. Ugh. Got something in my eye.
Get your finger out of it.
True. Yeah, as you make your way to the town square, you see, or for at least two of you, the familiar, dirty, ragged peasants in the stockades. See barrels kind of lined up along the houses, planters with probably the most alive flowers that you've really seen since you've entered Barovia, but still rather sickly looking. There's a crumbling stone fountain in the center, and you see just a couple flyers that read, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. Signed, the Baron."
Well, that
Sounds
doesn't
like-
sound ominous at all.
Right.
Ominous.
Children are required. Ugh, are they gonna do them?
If you don't have one, you better make one. They're required.
Better be quick.
Pop them right out in a day. We'll get working on that.
So does it have a date? Is it like tomorrow or today or
No
3
date.
days from now?
No date.
How sickly are those people? Are there people still in the stockades? Correct?
Yeah, you can. There's one older gentleman that appears to be more malnourished than the rest.
We don't recognize any of them, right?
No. At this point, there's 4 in total, and there's 2. There's one older gentleman, one middle-aged man, a middle-aged woman, and then a younger boy, probably preteen.
I will break open a ration kit and kind of like split it up, and if there's nobody like watching them, like a guard or anything like that, I will go up to them with the ration kit as well as my water skin. Jesus Christ, Nora.
You're gonna walk up to them, put them out of their misery.
No, I didn't think like that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna give them a little food and a little water.
Before you do that, Ira's gonna stop him and say, "No, wait just a moment," and I'll address the older gentleman. Hey there, old timer.
He just kind of lifts his head as it was just hanging down, his hair oily, wet, filthy from the rain that he's just been standing out here and hunched over. He doesn't even respond, just looks at you. Looking around, though, you do see on the eastern part, quite a ways away, there are a couple town's guard. You can see just kind of plain clothing, but they have leather jerkins on and holding spears, and you can tell that they're town's guard, but they're a ways away. They're around the area, but they're far off and not necessarily paying attention right away. He just looks at you, though.
Some of the kids said you killed a man. Is that true?
I would never kill a man.
Then why are you locked up?
For having a voice.
It's not much of one, from what I can hear.
Well, yeah, I mean...
What does it mean to have a voice in Vallaki? Maybe we can help.
Like his hands just kind of dangling in the stockades next to his head. He kind of motions them in like like he's grabbing onto a bottle or some sort of drink, and he's just kind of sticks his tongue out, and you can see the taste buds extremely swollen. Like this is just, he is malnourished and he is just not looking good, and you can probably deduce that his voice is because of lack of water, dehydrated.
I'm just gonna push past Ira, and with the water skin, I will try to give him something to drink and feed him a little bit.
Okay. How many people are locked up?
4 total. Older gentleman, middle-aged man, middle-aged woman, and a young preteen boy.
Following Patton's, following Patton's lead, I'm gonna reach down, grab a pile of dirt, and press it into good berries, and go through and hand each one, and put a good berry in each one of their mouths.
They receive it with just no hesitation. The woman, even probably the newest to the group, she thanks you adamantly. The older gentleman, after finally, getting some water, you should leave. You don't want to be seen helping us.
What did you say that they locked you up like this?
You can, very limited, but he tries to turn his head either way to kind of see if anybody's around, and you see him looking. This place will never be better as long as Strahd lives. And the Burgomaster is too stupid to realize these festivals don't help. They just make people even more upset.
Alright, well, why you? Why you four? How were you chosen?
I don't know what they did.
Them?
During one of the last festivals, I can't remember which, I had spoken up relatively privately, but it didn't matter. I tried to reason with him, but he didn't want to hear any of it. We're put here as an example of those who don't contribute to the happiness of the town.
I mean, is there a plan for you to die out here?
Sometimes yes. Other times people break. The mania sets in and they just fake it. Sometimes they don't even fake it. They truly believe that all is well.
That's it. I'm gonna attempt to break the stocks, like the lock or something. I can't do this anymore. Can't stand here silent.
If I see the guards turning their attention towards us, I'm gonna go towards them. Do I see them turning their attention to us?
How are you attempting to break the stocks? So it's just a simple wooden stockade, clasp over iron hinge on one side and a simple lock on the other side.
I would I don't know. It depends on my intelligence level. Does it look like it would be easier to physically break the hinge or the lock?
Probably both.
Okay.
I mean, the way the
couple.
lock is attached is almost the same as the way the hinge is attached.
Okay, just if one was a little weaker looking than the other or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
take this butt of my sword and just start hitting it.
Okay.
Honora, what are you doing?
I'm breaking these people out. This is ludicrous.
Right now in
Again.
broad daylight in front of all these guards?
Oh, I'm not scared of the guards.
Maybe not a couple, but there's probably more.
It'll be fine. These people did nothing wrong.
And how are we
We'll have
supposed
to
to
write
come
them
back, Honora? I'm kind of with Ira on this one. If you're gonna try to do it, maybe you try to do it a little more, I don't know, less obnoxiously.
I
Less
don't know
my
any other.
style, more Ira's style.
Whatever, Panda. I don't even know
Glad
what
you
that
think I have style.
It's relative.
So yeah. No, we need to let these people free. They're gonna die out here for no reason. There's
And you
enough
just
death in Barovia.
Believe that they did nothing wrong just because this old man says that they did nothing wrong.
You talked to the Burgermeister here. I'm sorry, it's much easier to believe that these people are locked up for no reason after everything we've seen here.
Yeah, sure it is, but we've given them some food and water. Breaking them out
Ira?
right here and this full sight of everybody, it's just gonna cause more trouble.
Ira, do you truly believe they deserve to be imprisoned?
No.
Maybe
The
we
guards-
should
Do me a favor and help me out.
Looking over to the side where you last saw the guards, you see them even further away now, and they're just laughing and basically completely distracted,
Please, Ira.
and wandering
will
the other
you-
way.
Will you help us?
the guards are distracted and nobody's. I mean,
Yeah,
but they saw us over here, right?
I don't necessarily know. When you saw them over there, their backs were kind of turned. Like, if anything, it was just turning and looking in one direction and seeing people, not necessarily paying attention long enough to know that it's you. As Honora and Panton saw last time, the guards were standing around while other people were just heckling and throwing, rotten food and rocks at them. So
Yeah,
it's
they
not
stayed the kid
unusual
out.
for people to be in this square next to them. That's probably relatively common, so the guards didn't pay it too much attention. And with that perception roll, they're not even remotely close to paying attention.
You two are so young and so hasty. I'll do it. But if this ends up being a lesson for the consequences of this kind of action, so be it.
What are the rest of you doing during this?
I've got my eyes like trained on the guards. Because I want to make sure they're not looking over here.
Okay.
I'd wanted to talk to the woman,
Okay.
so I was kind of hanging out down there by her.
Yeah, you can. While they're arguing, Nick Demas, you can have that conversation with the woman. What do you say?
Hopefully that berry brought you some sustenance.
Yes, it truly did. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
And I'll lean down, or not lean down, I'll kneel down and kind of get, not face to face, but
Yeah.
head level.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, so why'd they lock you up?
And she kind of gestures over to the younger boy that's next to her in the stockades. That's my son. He threw a rock at the burgomaster. And they killed my husband because they tried to take my son and he fought them. And I was too weak to do anything about it, and I figured my son needed a mother more than he needed me to fight, so I just went willingly.
I can get the two of you out of here if you like.
We don't know where we'd go. They'd just find us again in the home. Where would you take us?
I don't know, but at least a couple of us would feel better about themselves.
Yeah, I can't protect you if you feel like they'll just put you back in the stocks. It's of no use.
I know the Wachters aren't very liked in this town, but I know they have a basement. And I know nobody really goes over there. Maybe if I give them everything that I have, maybe they'll let us stay for a little bit.
Ira, who was that first lock for?
I assume
I guess
the
the old man. Do you want me to do one for each of them?
No, all the locks are pretty much the same. So I would say, give me actually one more. Yeah, give me one more lock. You stumbled across the second gentleman, the middle-aged man. His lock was rather rusted, so it was a little bit more difficult to pick. So I had a higher DC, but yeah, you're able to make your way through and unlock all the locks.
As the woman said, if you have no place to go, maybe it's best to fake it. And if you need an out at the last minute, you can at least get out.
And I'll put 3 gold pieces in the woman's hand. Hopefully, this is something that will be helpful for you and your boy.
She takes her hand out from the stockades and puts it into her pants pocket.
I'll approach the woman to give her a hug.
Okay.
And as I hug her, I'll whisper into her ear, "You are now in my debt."
And she looks at you. Of course. Absolutely. I owe you my life. I would... my son's life. Thank you.
Go.
Don't give him so much credit. I'm the one who picked the lock.
And
Go
she
Would y'all hurry up?
We
She
don't have time for this. You
takes
guys
her
need to
son.
leave town.
The man, the middle-aged gentleman. I'm not gonna go anywhere till I figure out a plan. I figured I'd just die here in these stockades. I wasn't anticipating anybody coming to my rescue.
Do you want me to relock it for you so that they don't suspect anything?
Well, I
Or do you want me
wouldn't
to...
relock it, then I wouldn't be able to get out.
And he is kind of a witness. Hate to say it.
Just... nobody really comes over and checks these locks anyways. They just see if we're here. Just take the lock with
when
you.
they see 3 of...
They'll be asking you questions, partner.
Sorry, I think the lack of hydration and food is really getting to my brain.
Maybe you should have over the church. Father Lucian seems very compassionate.
I've forsaken the gods long ago. There's no gods here.
Father Lucian's a man, though.
Yeah. Gods don't have anything to do with it. It's just safest place I can think of in this town.
All right, now I don't have anything to give you except for.
We're not
thank you.
asking.
They might be in need of a new gravekeeper.
That's true.
I could do that. And you see him he gets out of the stockade and he grabs his hair, longer hair. I could cut all this off and I could find a way to make myself unrecognizable. Thank you.
Go.
Thank you. And he grabs the older gentleman loops underneath of his arm and under his shoulder, and they start walking away. And the woman and child are in a dead sprint away from the stockades, heading.
Who are the Walkers? Have we met them?
You have not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember where they're.
I guess we can ask somebody else where they're located. If they've already taken off.
Now we should probably make like a banana and get out of here.
It doesn't work. What? Banana abandon?
So,
Yeah. Sounds like it might be
Because
something
bananas are
else.
slippery.
Possibly. So we should be slipping our way out of here before somebody sees us.
All right.
you notice that the two men head west, down around the same loop that you two walk towards to get to the Burgomaster's mansion, while the woman and child take this route north, straight away from the town square.
Hopefully nobody's running in the direction of the guards that were watching the...
No, there was just the four of
Fox.
them, and you watched all four of them head in opposite directions.
Perfect.
All right, let's get out of here.
And if we're walking away, I'll go up to Ira, and I'll kind of like playfully punch him in the thigh because I don't think I can reach his shoulder. And say, see, now don't you feel a little bit better?
No, now I am worried about what will happen.
Well, we're only going to be here one more night.
And at least they won't
I don't
be
mean
sitting
to
out
us
the weather.
necessarily.
It gives them a fighting chance.
Or it
Before
could
they were
lead
just
to
sitting
their
ducks.
death for certain.
Or somebody else who had nothing to do with it.
Well,
I have an
should
idea.
we go get some dinner?
Yeah.
What, Ira?
I've just been thinking about that doppelganger.
That poor guy you guys harassed?
Oh, I
Right.
completely forgot all about that guy.
Oh yeah. Now that you
Wait,
mention it.
he was a doppelganger?
Yeah.
Well, accused of. We've no proof.
No, I saw him.
You guys are having this conversation as you're headed towards the inn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Assume
wanna-
that whenever
Can I
we're
look
sitting,
at,
either
actually
we're
make a just to check, like, so how visible are we? No, like the guards didn't see us.
No, the
We're
guards
okay?
were pretty far away, and give me a perception check.
yeah, John. Either we're usually having conversations while we're eating, or we're walking.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the doppelganger, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't necessarily notice anybody else in the vicinity outside of you guys. A couple people walking through, but not really paying you any mind.
That
Was the
is
doppelganger
so cool.
I was gone? I don't remember a doppelganger.
Maybe.
were you there
Yeah,
for that?
that was while he was gone.
Okay. Can
Okay.
you give me
He
the
threw
skinny
the
on it
key
real
from
quick?
the-
Yeah, I'll give you the skinny.
Yeah,
Do you want to do
go
it, or do you
ahead.
want me to? Okay. They met. Rick Tavio, the circus ringmaster, I guess, in the tavern, and he said that he thinks that there's a doppelganger in our midst, and he basically pointed out a person that's in the bar that's always there, but it's a different person, and they always sit by themselves. And Ira and Anderson went and had a conversation with him, said, yeah, that's super suspicious. Then Ira and Panton followed him after he left the tavern, and
Well,
Ira was
in all
able to...
fairness, Panton followed him, and Ira sent Rixby after.
Yeah, but Ira was able to confirm, looking through the window of the building, that a blue, purplish-faced creature stuck their head out, looking to see
But I
if
do know-
anybody
yeah.
was following.
I do
Okay.
know where the building is at, so that's awesome.
Okay, so what was your idea with this person that may or not want to ever work with us in any way, shape, or form?
Well, yeah, that's why we need to become friends with them. Somehow, I don't know exactly what they want or why they do what they do or what they're hiding, but
Maybe they just want to live their life.
sure, but it would be very useful to have them as a friend.
I mean,
Okay.
the Giants were pretty useful. Look at that sweet tool belt that, is anybody wearing the belt?
Nico.
Yeah,
Nico.
Nicodemus
Nico.
is.
Look at that sweet tool belt that, Nico is wearing right now.
Yeah, I mean, the more allies we have, it's
You
better
know, you've
chance
been
we have.
defending them so much, Honora, like you thought that we wanted to kill him, and now I'm suggesting that we become friends with him, and are you...
Been defending his right to privacy, honestly.
Well, he doesn't have to answer the door if we knock.
Right.
And we don't have to break down the door.
Not
When-
at all. I'm just.
But I mean, if the door were to like fall down,
Well,
No.
then we have to go check on him.
would have. I mean, for his
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
headed back to the tavern still, or...
Apparently, we detoured
I
over.
feel,
to
I
Red
feel like
House.
we're taking a detour.
Well,
Hopefully-
his
hopefully
his
Honora
is
doesn't
near,
know
No, his
this.
place is near the tavern, and so what I want
Yeah.
to tell him
Yes.
is like I'm thinking. I just think that that's really interesting that there's one here.
Look,
what else was I
it'll-
thinking about?
It'll just be a conversation. We just want to see.
Really quick, Ira, Can you send your seeing eye bird to the tavern and see if somebody is sitting in that exact seat still? Because I don't want the door to accidentally be knocked down when nobody is home.
I mean,
Oh,
that
you
would
want to
be the
break
best
into their
time.
place?
Oh, I
Apparently,
don't.
Oh,
Hinton, how could you? I thought better of you.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys don't think anything of me, but whatever.
Panton, I think lots of things about you.
they're just not very flattering.
All of it not good, I'm sure.
Not all of them.
Anyways,
what else? What else do we need to do? We need
I
to
am
come up
not
with a plan for-
opposed to you guys making friends with that gentleman. I just
Poor lady.
he may not be interested in making friends with us after the last interaction.
Certainly.
Yeah.
What do you mean after our last interaction went fine? Oh wait, Anderson talked to him. Never mind.
Anderson talked to him.
Yeah.
Well, we don't all have to be friends with him.
Okay.
I mean, knowing that he's a doppelganger, I want to be friends with him now. That's so cool.
Why don't
Is
we
there any
stop?
other-
Why don't we go back to the tavern, stop and have dinner like Nico suggested? If he's there, try to talk to him. If he's not there, after we've had a full meal, we can maybe swing by his place before bed.
Just to kind of catch up a little bit too with Nicodemus, the doppelganger's name that you know of wasn't it Red?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
that
you
night it
D?
was red.
Yeah, R-E-D, Red.
Yeah. Oh, just one D.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like there's something else that we wanted to do, but I don't remember what it was.
You make
Well,
your
I mean,
way.
we have to look for the giggle
Oh,
foot.
oh, I remember what it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's later. That's outside town.
You make your way back to the tavern, and it's relatively dead today. It's rather empty. Rictavio's not there. Normally he's sitting at the bar or mingling with some ladies. There's a couple gentlemen off into the corner.
Have we
But-
seen him before?
No, just random townsfolk. But there is someone sitting alone in that same corner, that table, by themselves.
Do they have
I'm
the
gonna
same
tug on
food as
Iris.
last time?
Yep.
I mean, the menu's not exactly varied.
Just wanted to be sure.
And I'm going to try to contain my excitement.
Yeah, Ira kind of kicks you a little bit, or like nudges you, I guess, with this
Yeah,
foot.
don't kick me. That would hurt. I'm little.
I actually drop a coin and like go down to pick it up, and I say, "Don't stare."
Yeah,
It's really hard.
Honora's
struck
going
out.
to
Y'all have
pointedly, yeah. Honora's gonna pointedly go and sit at the table and ignore you all, and this is on you guys. I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be right back.
How often do you get to see a doppelganger? This is amazing.
Danica comes out to the table, collects your orders, and a moment later bring back what the usual, what you have eaten last time. I think maybe the last two times that you were
Veggie
here.
stew.
Yep, wolf steak, veggie stew.
Watered down veggie stew. Lovely.
Yep.
I get the wolf steak every time,
Yeah.
and I always eat it while I look at Anderson. Just like cut.
The gentleman sitting in the corner does not have red hair. Long, very well groomed, darker brown hair, a thick, bushy beard that looks combed and trimmed, wearing a green cloak and just relatively clean looking travel clothes.
I'm gonna keep tugging on Ira's clothes. Like, hey, should I go over there and like try to talk to him? Should I start off with like the
No,
whole,
no,
hey,
just-
are you
just
red?
keep- No, I don't. I don't really have a plan right now about what to do.
Sometimes the best plan is no plan at all.
No, that's the one that spooks him.
I can go in talking about, hey, I'm weird too.
No. Maybe. But let's just wait a little bit, and then maybe you can go talk to him.
Okay,
You actually
the entire
see.
time, I'm just staring at him while I'm sipping my soup.
So, Panton, if you're just staring at him, and Ira, with your passive perception, you would notice that his glass is getting close to empty, and he is now, with his soup bowl, drinking the last bit.
We need to talk now.
Yeah,
we need
you
to talk.
You can go talk to him.
Oh, sweet. And I'm gonna, excitedly jump off the chair and scurry on over to him.
As he does that, I'm gonna get up and first I'm gonna go over to the counter.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean over quite a bit. And is there anybody there?
Yeah, Danica's at the counter.
Okay.
She's almost always at the counter.
It's pretty dead tonight. Where is everybody?
Yeah, there's a storm rolling in, and most people, when they know there's a storm coming, they tend to stay home. They've already picked up their food, and they're probably going to hunker down for a couple days.
Oh, okay. Do you have anything that would be nice for this kind of weather that we could drink? Or maybe some nicer wine?
Unfortunately, all we have is Red Dragon Crush and Purple Grape Mash, and honestly, our stores are almost dried up. We haven't received a shipment from the Wizard of Wines in weeks. I'm starting to get worried.
I guess some Red Dragon Crush then would be nice. If you want me to pay a little bit extra.
I mean, we have a few spirits that we keep around for ourselves, but if you're looking for something stronger than just wine, I can procure some.
Oh, okay. I don't want to take too much from your stash, though. Seems pretty important. I'll tell you what, I'll pay you for it, and then if I come across something in my travels, I'll bring it back to you.
That sounds like a fair trade. And she disappears behind the door.
When she disappears, I want to look under the counter for a note or one of the notes that the burgomaster, had with his signature and everything.
Yeah, the one that basically says whatever they get. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me. How do you want to chance it? Do you want to spend? Do you want to use a perception check, or do you want to use an investigation check with disadvantage because you're having to do it relatively quickly, and she's not going to be gone very long.
But investigation disadvantage.
Alrighty. Show me what you got.
11.
Oh, did it pop up for anybody else?
Not for me.
I got a 3 plus 8.
It popped up on D&D Beyond, not on Roll20.
You can see his rolls on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
What?
Ow.
If you click on the little chat box next to Campaign Curse of
I don't
Strahd,
know why it didn't go through with the plugin though.
I don't
The
know.
one my other
yeah.
ones did.
So your disadvantage was an 11?
Yeah.
Looking around, you're rather, you look as best as you can in drawers next to where you know she keeps the money, you don't find one.
No.
But
Okay.
kind of hearing footsteps and things from back in the kitchen area coming back towards your way, you're more than welcome to continue to search if you'd like. but you're really risking getting caught behind the counter.
Yeah, no, I'll go back around.
Okay. And she comes back out holding a small, probably 4-inch glass with an amber-colored liquid.
What's this?
This is a whiskey that one of the Vistani had brought in that we had procured. It's a little sweeter. It's the best we could get.
Sounds good. It's different than wine, which is nice. How much do you want for it? 1 electrum, 2 electrum?
1 electrum's fine.
Okay.
And she takes
I'll
it.
do that, and then I'll say, listen, remember that note that we got from the burgomaster that said that he would pay for our stay? I was wondering if I could see it again, and obviously we've already used it with you, so I was just wondering if you still had it, perhaps. We're investigating something that went on at his place, and a writing sample would be very useful for our investigation efforts.
I actually put him in a chest up in my room. Not that I should be telling you that, but...
Oh, yeah, you know. I was just wondering if you had a sample of his writing.
Yeah, because they're relatively valuable, I keep them hidden or not. It'll take me a moment. Let me get caught up in here, and if I have a moment, I'll go up and get you one. Is the burgomaster in trouble or something?
Hopefully not. I like to find the truth, though. It's just some of his staff went missing. We've been hired to investigate some of that. I don't want to say anything more about it.
Understandable.
I was like a mix of a cop and Mulder from X-Files right now. The truth is out there.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a moment to get caught up and.
Sure. No rush.
Thank you. And were you just gonna hang out at the bar, or were you gonna return to your table?
I'm gonna then turn around, and then while Panton's talking to them, I'm gonna go over to the guy's house.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have this conversation with Panton then. So Panton, you sit down.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I notice Ira leaving.
Are you trying to do it stealthily, Ira? No?
Not necessarily. I mean, just kind of like talking to Danica, and then like.
I mean, you'd have to
maybe
walk
like
right
when I
past
say
the
her-
table.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna try to hide it from my companions.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go for a walk real quick. So whenever you're ready. Actually, when I go past the table, it's like, Danica's got some spirits, and I'll put them on the table for you all.
It's just a 1 glass, and it's like 2 fingers of whiskey. It was meant for only 1 person.
This is a weird joke, but haha.
It was only for 1 person. Well, just if you wanted to get some, you could, in case you're curious. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Don't get killed.
Would you like a companion, or you need to be alone?
No, I would like to be alone. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should try one of these I'm gonna be alone walks that you all seem to want to do.
Might get a boot to the face.
The fact that we're sleeping together so often, it's nice to have.
Yeah,
some
yeah,
praise
I
him.
understand.
All right, Panton, you sit down at the table.
Well, before I sit
okay.
down at the table, I'm gonna come up to him and I'm just gonna kind of look up at him, like stare at his face, and then I will gently tug. He's wearing a coat of some sort, I take it.
It's a cloak. He has a cloak on. He's not wearing a coat.
Okay.
His vest, shirt, and slacks are kind of all form-fitted. Yes, Nicodemus.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, you gotta go potty?
I gotta poop.
Oh,
Oh, you could be
But
taking
like-
a break then.
yeah.
But like,
yeah.
I don't want to miss this.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
you're good. Yeah, quick fiver.
Okay.
Sounds good. All
All
right.
right, BRB dishes.
Poop time. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Hey! The Spanish lessons back in high school really paid off. Oh, oui, oui. Oh, mi capitán. Come on, Nico, where you at from your poop? If you really had to poop, it'd be quick. Just poop. Let's talk about our poop habits. I love having that conversation with everybody. All right. Are you guys folders or bunchers?
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, folder.
Poor Honora doesn't know what she's walking into.
Leaves bunched together better than.
God. What? Actually, no, I don't want to. Don't want to know. Oh, I bet Charlie would have loved that.
Oh,
moment.
demonetized.
Oh.
Monetized anyways. But...
Although, if you said you prefer Charmin.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, of course.
Oh, does everybody own a bidet?
I wish.
Best thing ever.
Was it strong enough?
We are learning that John's got a really sensitive butthole. I probably have the same tushy model that you have. Best Christmas gift ever. No, mine's a it looks like a metallic, but it's a plastic knob. Mine also has the hot water line on it. Oh, you got the base model then.
Oh my god.
Wait. That you could eat ass or let her eat ass? Gotcha.
But apparently you're eager to eat ass, so learn something new.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
I mean, that's what showers are for, John.
And she's like, that's even better. No. Yeah.
I love that you have no qualms over sharing. It's lovely.
Oh my god, bless your heart. Holy shit.
Oh, true.
Right now.
Oh my god, this is great. Oh, I was crying there. Oh, shit.
You broke him.
Involve eating ass?
It's kind of stories.
Nice. Oh my
All right.
Oh my god.
You should have these recorded for our small audience. We start a Patreon and like John tells
The
poop
moment's already
stories.
passed, man. Don't even
$3
worry about
month.
recording this one.
No. $3 a month. You get to hear John talk about his poop stories. Come on now.
Poop stories with John the DM. There's a Chicago in Indiana?
I think that's part of the joke.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha. All right.
Because there's no good cities in Indiana.
Okay.
You have to go
Got
to
it.
another state to find a good city.
Okay. Bean.
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Oh man, you can't rush that. That's tough because like now you're in a rush. You can't just.
You're gonna cause a hernia. Oh. Okay, guys. I will
At least it's not like
literally
Alien.
I will literally give any one of you money, like actual like $10, if this is a story you tell Strahd during our dinner party.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you see, there's this one
incorporate this
time where
into
I
our
had to poop.
backstory.
Never happened before. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was the Wild Wild West.
Did I walk into?
Yeah, no, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh no. No.
Oh man.
No. 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 No.
I forgot
Damn.
about this.
Oh, no.
It was you.
Apparently, John started. Oh my god.
Oh man.
What's the sex good?
Holy shit.
That's nuts.
Oh my god. Okay.
If these walls could talk.
Fucking hell.
This mac and cheese just got a whole lot better.
Oh.
Oh, there's
Oh,
words.
During the Strahd dinner?
Strahd's
During the Strahd
recovering
dinner
his
intermission.
bowel movement.
The last time he had one, 300 years ago.
I miss shitting. Oh my god. Oh.
All right.
What an intermission.
What an intermission
Nothing
indeed.
happened.
All this starting from, hey, are you a folder or a buncher?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the conversation started. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Todd, are you a folder or a buncher?
Definitely a buncher.
That's
Oh, there's one amongst us.
I mean, I guess it depends.
That's
like
what I said.
At home, I'm more of a folder. But like at work, I'm taking off that whole fucking rule.
Yeah, the ply is really.
Shitty.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
That
Yeah.
would make sense,
You don't
yes.
need to bunch.
They
All
make
right.
70 billion a year. Can't afford toilet paper.
All right, back to the session. Recording now. Panton, you walk up to this gentleman and you start tugging on his cloak.
Just gently kind of tugging on his cloak.
Okay. And he sets down his glass and turns and kind of leans over.
I
What are
stick
you
my hand
doing?
out. Hi, my name's Panton. What's yours?
Why does it matter? And he kind of takes his hand and he shakes.
Well, you know, I'm kind of new to town, and I'm just kind of getting a feel for everybody and anything going on over here. Do you mind if I take a seat with you over here? And then I just kind of scoot up into the seat and kind of climb up and sit down with across from him.
And he just... yeah, sure.
So what's
What-
your name?
And he just kind of scratches the back of his neck and give me a perception check.
For sure.
Is his name going to be Table this time?
Harry.
Blue. Come on now.
Okay. Looking down at his clothes, just kind of looking at the table. He looks back up to you and if you must
Shouldn't be really
know,
that hard. Yeah.
my name is Forrest.
Forrest. Is that with 2 R's?
1 R.
Oh, 1 R. So what are you doing here, Forrest?
Kind of looks around the area and says, I reckon same thing you're doing, coming, getting a bite to eat and a drink. Typically in peace, but obviously you've felt the need to disrupt that. Is there something I can do for you? You're obviously not from around here, entirely
No.
too cheerful.
No, you're entirely correct. I am not from this area at all, and I'm just trying to get a feel for everybody. Are you from this area?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah? Where about in town do you stay?
Just on the outskirts.
I'm going to... do I remember what color the door was? Was it just like a nondescript door?
Nondescript door of the house.
That
Yeah, it was
the
just
goblin
like
paper was that.
you know, after wood's been in the sun or into the elements, it gets that weird grayish color. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like that, almost like a bluish gray hue.
I'm going to start describing the building that I went to the other night.
Give me
And say,
a history check.
sure. A, B, C, D, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, you start describing the building to the best of your recollection. As
And
you're
I'm just
describing
watching
it,
his reaction.
as you're describing it, a little thought pops into the back of your head that a lot of these houses kind of look the same. But you still go along with it and still looking to see his reaction. And you were asking him if that's what his house looked like?
Yeah.
At this point, Panton would hear a message in his head. Keep him busy. I'm checking out the place.
Metagamer.
Who? Who's metagaming?
Me. For going, because I'm going up to the place and messaging Panton.
Oh, but you saw him heading over there when you were at the bar.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but the point at which I said it was pretty convenient.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even think twice. Do you
It
respond?
was hella sus.
Do you respond, Panton?
My eyes go wide a little bit, and then they kind of go back to normal Panton eyes. It's like, your beard is like really awesome, by the way. Do you get products for it here?
It's my own special balm. I make it from some plants that I find out in the woods.
Can I see it?
My beard?
No, your balm.
I don't carry it on me. It's back at the
Oh,
house.
okay. Maybe I can follow you to the house, and you can show me this.
You want to go right now?
Well, no, not right this second. I mean, we're still conversing, and I'm kind of little, and you're kind of big, and I think it would be probably in my best interest to know if you're a friendly person or not.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive would you say that your character is in comparison to other male halflings your age?
Totally average.
Totally average? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's underselling himself.
I think he's actually prettier than most halflings his age.
I think he's a 10 out of 10.
I would say 7 out of 10. Now let's not give him a big
14
head.
out of 10.
He'll fall over.
7 out of 5. A perfect score.
He was an 8, but then he got shorter.
Then he got
Oh.
shorter, yeah.
Oh,
Those tender ladies, if you're not 6 foot,
Short kings unite.
swipe left.
I only date halflings that are at least 3 feet.
Drew.
Patton always undersells himself, so he thinks he's pretty average looking. I mean,
Okay.
but he's a young blonde halfling, so
Okay. Distracted. He reaches down and he grabs his glass and takes the last sip. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go check out, do you want to buy some? I make quite a bit. Every now and then I
Well-
find somebody that's interested in my beard and I sell them some. Since you're so interested in it, I'd be willing to give you a sample for,
well,
let's just
this
say, a
may
couple
be a
copper.
little weird, but and I'm gonna hop down off the chair and I'm gonna scurry next to him. I kind of need you to lean down a little bit. Does it have a smell to it?
He just kind of leans over in his chair and he dangles his beard. It's like down to here. It's really thick.
Okay.
And yeah, it has almost like a vanilla scent to it. It's very, very pleasing.
Ooh, that smells really nice. I'm looking something else up right quick. Okay, no, I don't. Yeah, maybe I would. I'd be interested in purchasing some of it. I've got some friends that can be a little fuzzy at sometimes, and maybe it would be cool for them to, style it up a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Here, And he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out 2 electrum pieces and he sets them down on the table.
So how
Yeah,
long
I
have you
suppose
been at Vallaki?
We can talk and walk.
Yeah, sure, we could do that.
Okay. And he gets up and he's walking out of the door.
I'm following him.
You're following him.
Mm-hmm.
And Ira, are you gonna lockpick his door, or are you gonna sneak in through a window? How do you plan on doing this?
Yeah, I'll try the lock first.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand to see if you can pick it. Okay, yeah. With ease, you're inside the building at this point. I'll come back to you here in just a moment, Panton. Did you followed him out the door?
Yes.
Nicodemus, Honora, Anderson, you guys are kind of watching all of this go down. Now 2 of your party members have left the building.
And as I'm walking past them, I go,
You do anything or say anything?
nope, I just thumbs up while
No,
his
I'm
head is...
the other 3.
Oh, okay.
I just look over at Honora, waiting for her to stop this.
She doesn't. She's struggling with herself because she wants to allow her little brother to have independence, but she's very scared for his safety. So I think she'll wrestle with herself for like 5 minutes, and once they're out of shot, she'll probably stand up abruptly. We need to follow them.
You sure? You might be able to just do it by himself.
Panton makes things explode.
God damn it, you're right.
I'm going. You guys can stay, but I'm gonna follow him.
I'm right behind you.
All right. So
Yeah,
there's
I should
gonna
probably
be a 5-minute overlap of time. So Ira, you're inside the house, looking around. It's very plainly furnished. The drapes, a dark blue, tattered color. Drawn clothes. The sofa, rather run down. You can see like a worn spot on one of the armrests where kind of the straw from the inside is kind of poking out a little bit. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that can tell me more about this person. If I recall correctly, he looked out the window on like the 2nd floor. So I'd like to go up there, but before I do, I want to lock the door behind me.
Okay. All right, you're able to do so. Yeah, looking just a quick survey around the 1st floor, you don't see. I guess give me an investigation check.
Bad time to roll a 1.
Yeah, being all by yourself in a place where you know that there's potential for danger, you're overlooking a lot of things, just kind of briefly glancing into, okay, that's the kitchen area, very simple. You end up making your way upstairs. Looking around, you don't see anything noteworthy. Pulling open dressers, you just find clothes. Although one thing, you wouldn't even notice that with that investigation roll.
Rough.
So nothing out of the ordinary that kind of...
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. It's a...
Okay.
If you want to go into greater detail about things in particular you're looking for, or places that you're looking, I'll let you roll again. But just saying I'm looking for things that look weird, that's what we'll stick with.
What are the windows like, and could I climb out of one if necessary?
Yeah, you kind of walk up. It's
are they locked?
They open outwards, and it's just like a little latch that connects the 2 panes together.
Are there any that aren't latched together? Or are they all latched?
Yeah, looking around the entirety of the top floor, yeah, it appears that all the doors, all the windows are pretty well taken. They're locked.
Okay.
You feel fairly confident with your skills in the past that if you wanted to, you would know how to relatch it after you left.
Okay.
Basically, take a string,
back...
tie it around the latch itself, and after you closed it, kind of find a way to loop it back in, and then cut the string.
Okay, are there back windows?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, out of the bedroom.
Or even a back door?
There's only the front door, but there are windows on the upper floor and the back.
Okay.
You looking for anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the bed.
Okay.
Or like around the bed area.
Okay. Give me another roll. Okay. Looking around the bed, you kind of, it's made, oddly enough, and you kind of pull back the sheets and you look, and it's worn. It's not in the best shape, but it's still made, and you put it back down and lift up the mattress, and you're looking underneath it there, checking to see if there's any stitching or anything that was, hiding, looking underneath of the bed. And as you stand up, your arm pressing up against the bed for balance, and you kind of push it, and it moves a little bit, and you can see up against the wall behind the bed, a paneling kind of creaks open just a little bit.
I would like to look in that.
Okay. As you...
Actually, before I do, I want to send a message back to where I thought Panton was last. It's like, if you're still talking to him, say, okay, back to me.
What's the range on it?
120 feet. I'm out of range at this point.
Okay. Yeah. I think you know if the sender's heard your message, right? Or is that sending?
That's sending.
I think. Okay. Yeah. You say it, but no response.
Okay, I'll just take a quick peek into the paneling to see what's kind of there.
Okay.
Before putting everything back into place and then getting out the back window.
You find a small decorative bag, a large sling that looks like a shoulder strap. The satchel itself is, probably, I don't know, 2 feet wide. Like, I guess it's medium-sized bag. Do you open it?
You know what? I'll just take it.
Just take it? Okay. You take the bag. And then do you just push the paneling back up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I look around for any little pieces of paper that might have slipped out.
It does not appear to be. I'm not going to make you roll for that one. That one's... okay. Flashback back to Panton. As you leave the building, he immediately circles left from the building back across the woodshed to where you normally take the stairs up to go to the guest rooms, and he goes kind of off of like a main road. It's like just a footpath at this point, circling around the inn, and he's headed towards the back of it. I told you my house is on the outskirts of town. It's just on the outside. It's closer to the closer to the fence. He's like, I don't really live on a main road. He's like, I prefer solitude. But you know that that's not the house that you followed him back to that night. Do you continue on?
Yes, I will follow along a little more.
Okay. Give me a second. I want to look at the map a little bit just to kind of... Okay. Cuts between a row of houses across another road, and you're kind of making your way out to the clearing, and you see several trees just kind of standing out in the middle of this field. Are you guys still on the main map? I forget.
We are.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Yep.
So up here in this area, you see the ping?
Yeah.
Okay. He's
And
walking...
That's not where the house is,
No,
right?
that's not... The house is right here.
This is the inn, right?
This is the inn.
Uh-huh.
This
Okay.
is the house that you followed him back to. And this is the general direction that he's heading.
Okay.
And you get a little further out there. Yeah, I don't have very many visitors coming over to my place. But you seem pretty interested in my beard balm, so I want to take care of you. And he gets out to the trees. And as soon as he's kind of out of earshot from the general streets, and kind of far enough away to where nobody would be looking back that way, he turns around and attempts to grab you.
Yep. And the minute he makes a grab for me, I'm going to cast Thunderstep.
Okay.
So he would have to make a Constitution save.
And he
That's what it is.
18.
Okay, so he takes half that damage.
And he dead.
He's a real squish boy.
And everybody within 300 feet of me will hear a thunderous boom, and I will appear, I will say maybe 50 feet away from him now.
That is the greatest Amber Alert ever.
Yes.
I believe
Upon hearing that, I'll look at Honora and yell, Panton exploded.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna take off at a sprint.
Yep, we're going to that sound.
Okay. Fucking hell, you guys.
And when I reappear at that spot, I'll be like, now, that's not a very nice thing to do there, Mr. Forrest. What the hell were you thinking you were gonna do?
Hold on, I'm pulling up the character sheet. I did not anticipate this going this way, but never do I ever.
Crap.
Wait,
I thought we were
you
gonna
didn't
have a little.
anticipate me getting out of this guy's reach because
It's-
Panton's crazy about just like.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah, I didn't think you would be. I don't know why I can't find this fucking...
We didn't think you'd be going home with some stranger.
True. Did I archive him? Oh, I did. Okay, that's why. It's not letting me look at his character statistics.
I guess you have to pull out the book.
Oh, that's dumb.
Who reads from a book nowadays?
Right?
1800s call. They want their technology back.
All right, there we go. So you said it was half of 19.
Correct.
So 9. Yeah.
Not 10?
No.
Put it down.
And you Does he get knocked prone or anything? Or no, you thunderstep. How far away did you shoot?
I shot back about 50 feet. I could
About
go
50
90
feet?
feet,
Okay.
but I figure, yeah.
Does he need to roll a d20 for wild magic?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. Good call.
I was just waiting for you to tell me to do it. That's fine.
You are safe. And you can see, as he takes this damage, you can see glimmers of his skin. Also, you said 300 feet?
Everybody here is at within 300 feet.
Yeah, I don't know if Ira would have heard it. He's a little further away.
I thought Ira was in the house.
He is.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're on the opposite side of the inn on the other
yeah,
side.
he would be too far away.
Yeah, I don't even. If you guys were in the inn, you wouldn't have even heard it.
Well, we were.
If you were walking out that way,
Yeah.
I mean, because 300 feet is just the people that are in these houses. I'll say for flavor, you guys hear it, but the rest, Ira definitely doesn't. And you can see the glimmering of the blue skin from underneath kind of bubble in and out. And you see his eyes drift down, angry, now looking at you. What do you want? Why are you people hassling me?
Okay, first of all, I'm not hassling you. I'm just curious who you are and why a doppelganger is in this part of the world, and I just really wanted to have a conversation with you. That's it. And grabbing me was not cool. So try not to do that again, because I would really hate to do that to you again. Cool?
He just kind of stares at you. And then takes off. He just starts running, sprinting towards the fence.
I wish you wouldn't have done that, and I'm going to cast.
Is that in our direction,
slow on
or
him.
is that
No,
away from us?
away
or
from you
towards us?
guys, yeah.
Away from us. Okay.
This is like in every cop show where, like, you know, there's an interrogation and then the suspect runs. And then it's like,
I really.
Yeah.
All right, so
If
what is
only
it?
they would freeze when I would tell them to freeze.
Is this just movement speed by half?
His speed is halved. He takes a -2 to his AC and dexterity saving throws, and he can't use reactions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run after him.
Okay.
The only way.
I should easily catch up to him eventually.
15 to 25 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
The three of you, as you get on the outside of the view of the, they're stepping in between the houses out to where you heard the noise. You can see, see the cloaked figure sprinting. Like it looks like he's running fast, but he's just doesn't have the momentum or the speed that he should. And Panton chasing after him. What do you do? You're still probably about 100 feet away. Eventually, Panton, you catch up to him. You're the first to catch up to him. What do you do?
I will make sure I still stay about 10 feet away from him in case he tries to grab at me again.
Okay.
Like, look, we just want to talk, slow guy.
Just leave me alone. I was fine before you got here. Started poking around asking questions.
But what brought you over here? Can you leave this place? Who brought you over here? Are you working with Strahd?
And he stops. Is that what this is? You think I'm working with Strahd? He's the one that's keeping me here.
Oh, so you're stuck here like us?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of it.
Well, see, that's all you had to say. We're trying to make the most of it too. I'm really sorry for hurting you with the whole thunder thing and whatnot, but We're just trying to make a couple of friends here, and who knows,
Yeah.
be allies in something.
Look, I'm
really
not
sorry
really
if
the
I'm
one
bringing-
that you want to make friends with, okay? I'm more of an alone type of person. People that get close to me, and he shifts through like 3 or 4 different types or different faces, all of them the handsome men.
Oh yeah, we kind of have like one of those, the lonesome types, and I point back to Anderson. He was always like the loner type as well. I think the other one too, the bigger guy over there, he was kind of the loner type as well. But it's a church thing that is going on with him.
I still just don't think it's a good idea. I don't need
there's a
friends. I'm content with my everyday soup and beverage at the Blue Water Inn.
I'm gonna drop constant. I'm assuming Honora, Anderson, and Nico are pretty close to me at this point.
Yeah, they're getting close enough. They're within 50 feet.
Okay. Are we still running like 10 feet side by side to each other?
He's stopped running.
Okay. I'm gonna drop slow on him.
Okay.
I don't want to cast any more magic. We are just trying to make the best of it as well, and we are just trying to figure out what the heck is going on in this place.
I have about as good of a guess as anyone else.
So
It's like
do you
I've
really
kinda-
have beard balm? Or was that just a lie to lure me out here and try to kidnap me?
Do you want the truth?
Yeah.
I was going to murder you, stuff you in a bag, and then assume your likeness.
Less cool, but thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that.
And he's still just looking at you with zero emotion.
So is that all you do? You just kill people, you assume they're guys, and then you just go about your day?
It's the only form of entertainment I have around here. Living other people's lives. Get to experience different stories. It's the way that I keep it fresh.
What if I were to tell you we're going to go someplace tomorrow and meet somebody very important, and maybe, just maybe, you can impersonate him and have a good old time running around towns, really, impersonating him?
I can already tell what you're getting at, and that's just not possible.
Impersonating him?
If I did such a thing, I'm pretty sure I would be the first to be sought after, killed. I've kept a relatively low profile here. Nicodemus, Honora, Anderson, you're all here absorbing the last little bit of this conversation. You heard him basically say that he was going to murder Panton and stuff him in a bag and take his looks.
So then, yeah, if I caught up, I want to, of course, stand in front of Panton and like, did you explode?
Sort of, kind of, but not really. It was my doing, so and it kind of affected him right there. But
Did you just say you were gonna murder Panton and stuff him in a bag?
Yeah, Red, what's going on?
He kind of
What
looks at
is
you
your
for a
real
second.
name? I assume it's not Red.
or Forest.
Come on, spit it out.
We just assume the names that we give to ourselves when we take on a new host, a new
And
new
we
look.
is.
doppelgangers in general.
Are doppelgangers? I mean, are they common knowledge? What I know about them?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I'd say
Alright.
you'd know about them.
Well, why do you think that we're not asking you per se to Strahd, but it could be fun just going around his house and looking at all the cool shit, and maybe you see a couple of people over there and you're like, I can impersonate this person, or I can impersonate that person, or ooh, look at this cool thing over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. It sounds like you guys are gonna go have a good time, but I've got a cozy life here. Until I figure out a way out, there's enough hosts here, enough people for me to emulate. Looking around, nobody's the wiser here. It's like I'd rather just stay and hang out.
No, somebody outed you. How do you think we knew what you were?
Well, you're not from around here, and I don't know. I thought maybe you just knew things. He's obviously got magical powers. Maybe he was able to see through it.
No, somebody kind of pointed you out, and yeah, thought you were interesting. An oddity like me.
Well, I might have to go back to Barovia for a little bit then, let things die down.
Mm.
Look, if it's all the same to you, it's been a weird day. It's been a really, really long time since I've been outed like this.
Can I roll insight to see if something's up with him?
Still
Yeah.
don't love the idea that you were going to murder Panton.
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight. He seems pretty standoffish at this point. He knows there's absolutely no way that he would win in a fight, but he just doesn't really know what to do at this point, so he's just trying to get away from an awkward situation.
No, he's not trying. I don't get the sense that he's trying to hide something or anything like that.
No, he's pretty much said everything. Says he's killed a lot of people, stuffed them in bags. Yeah.
All these people that you've killed, I mean, where'd you put the bodies?
I'm about to find out.
Ooh.
I keep them pretty well hidden.
How about you don't murder people?
Do you have to kill them to take their personas?
No. But
So
this
you
place
do it for
isn't
sport?
this place isn't big enough to have two of the same person walking around. If this was a major city like
you look like an awfully
Neverwinter or
creative
Waterdeep.
man.
Why don't you take
You-
the persona of somebody in a different town and walk around in this town?
You see, I'd really not like to have to make the trek all the way to Barovia unattended. But maybe you got a good point. Maybe I'll have to go there, find some appearances, come back.
Oh, and you're not murdering anyone. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Inside check.
Yeah, go for
Guys,
it.
real apathetic.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that as well. Not much better.
Yeah, he said, sure. Yeah. And while he seemed kind of nonchalant about it, you took his word for it.
Oh, and what's your real name?
It's Verdun.
Well, Verdun, and I'm gonna step around Honora, very emboldened now that my friends are here and my sister. I'm gonna stick my hand out to him. Canton, because I don't lie about my name, but pleasure to meet you, Verdun.
He sticks his hand out and he shakes it.
Clap his hand and then.
If I
"All
could
right."
give you a word of advice,
Yeah, sure. I like advice. I don't follow it very often, but I like advice.
if you ever find potential trouble, I probably wouldn't rush headfirst into it. If I was any stronger, could have been very different outcome.
Anderson puts his hand out as well. Well, nice meeting you, I guess.
He goes through, shakes your hand. And just
Yeah, when he shakes my hand, I kind of pull him close, and I whisper, "You kill anyone else, I make your life a living hell." And then I release. Step back.
roll an intimidation check for me.
Oh boy, wait, do I have? Oh no, I don't have proficiency in that.
What? How do you not?
I know. How do I not?
He's not intimidated at all.
I mean, probably not.
Oh, shit's sake. Hey, this is the second time my father's called in the span of like 10 minutes. I need to take a quick call real quick.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah,
As long as I can listen.
I'll go grab another bottle of water. Be right back.
Water?
Yeah, I did a lot of day drinking today.
Oh, okay. Then
That's
yeah,
kind
maybe
of
water.
Yeah, didn't have to work today, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut the
Nice.
grass.
I'm gonna grab
And
a drink.
yeah. I'll be back.
Damn. Would have been a really useful ally.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
I mean, I could still threaten him, maybe, or we could.
You're not even there.
I know.
And Honora told
Just,
you
I
all
had.
the poor man alone.
I know. It's just the potential for like Irina shenanigans.
Oh man,
I had to go take another
we
poop.
could.
You're fine. Uh,
11:30 over here.
11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, just checking on his baby boy. Yeah.
My sister just came into town for my mom's birthday, and yeah, it was really nice. My parents were very, very happy about seeing her. It was a good time. Very emotional because I think it was the first time they've seen her since the pandemic. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
actually had
Pandemic's a
dinner with my
bitch.
grandparents, and
Nice.
You're fully vaccinated, right, Ira?
I was the only one who only had one shot. Everybody else was fully vaccinated. So. But
When's your
I
next
felt-
one?
I felt all right. 26th.
Nice.
Yeah. Everyone else in my household gets their second shot on the 19th, and as soon as the CD opens up 15 and up, my son will start getting his as well. My daughter's
Really
turning 11
interesting
on
thing
Friday.
I read about COVID-19 actually. So there are some studies coming out now saying that it can cause erectile dysfunction.
The disease, not the shot, right?
The disease, correct? Yes.
No changes there.
Damn.
Sporting wood in the middle of D&D, I like it.
I mean, who isn't though? Come on now.
I know. I mean, I'm always quarter chub, so it's okay.
And it got silent.
Every time I pick this lock, I get a little excited.
It's good.
You have to
Where did
pretend your
Todd go?
girlfriend is a lock.
He went to go get some water, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what he said.
DJ went to get water. I think he went to go get alcohol.
Oh.
Hey.
Gotten down to about 20 seconds.
Yeah, just pretend that your girlfriend is a lock going. Spend some time.
I think in my case, I'll have to pretend that this lock is my girl.
Papa Bear was just saying hi. Oh. Last we left off.
I was trying to intimidate this guy. Yeah.
It's
Not talking about poop stories.
And he kind of looks back and he squints a little bit and he nods and he says, yeah, all right, I hear you. And you can tell without rolling that he's a little more sincere than he was last time.
Okay. That's good.
Using the two as comparisons, you're able to tell whether or not he meant it the first time. He's a little more sincere this time.
Okay.
And I guess I'll see you around, maybe. And he starts
Take care,
headed
Mr.
towards the
Bergen.
fence, and you can see him. He looks back at you, and he pulls a wooden post, shifts it out, and slides through, and reseats it. So you've now seen
cool.
that there's gaps in the defenses.
Oh.
That would make sense.
Can we I wanna mark this area. I wanna pop my head through the gate and kind of mark it somehow. You know what? I've got green flame blade. Maybe I should just do like a scorch mark up the wood or something.
Okay.
On the outside of the fence. On the outside, so when we walk around,
Oh,
we can see the scorch marks on the one particular board we know is the entrance.
okay. Yeah, it's more of
that's really cool.
more of like a heavy post, not just like a plank. It's more of a heavy post that, as he pushes it, it's like hinged out. It's
Okay.
But yeah, you're able
Still,
you're able to do it.
Still wood. I want to put a little flame mark on it so that when we can see it. But I want to like pop my head through and do it on the back side, so
Okay.
it's facing out of town.
Ira, how do you leave the building? Having known that nobody came yet, as you're ready to leave.
The fact that I didn't hear from Panta, unless I know that it's out of range.
No, yeah, you just didn't hear from Panton. You're not sure if it was.
Yeah, that was like, if he said okay, that means I know that they're still there. If I don't, then.
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
He might be coming back. So
it's possible.
I go out the back window.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand to see how well you are able to lock that window. Yeah, easy. You've done it enough times. You were able to successfully do it.
Has he? Is that canon to his backstory?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Keep my eye on this one.
But the four of you that were out by the doppelganger, do you start heading back to the inn?
I think so at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
Unless
yeah,
we're gonna
just
to beat him up, there's no reason to.
Okay.
yeah, let's just head back to the inn.
But he left, like, he left the town, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He
So we
he
did.
exited.
Sorry,
through the fence.
I was asking that in character.
Oh yeah yeah okay.
Oh, right.
I think he's.
Why don't we go check out his house?
Well,
There might be valuable information or
Well, so I got
More
a message
bodies.
from Ira
No, you didn't.
saying that he wanted me to keep him busy.
Oh okay.
Yeah, the first message. So Ira is at the house. I don't know if he still is at the house. But yeah, he was over there at one point at least, kind of rummaging through stuff, I think. So maybe we just go back to the inn and maybe Ira will meet us back there and then we can tell Ira, hey, Mr. Vernon is gone now, so we can actually take our time going through the house.
I mean, I'm more concerned a guy like that would have his house booby-trapped. And maybe Ira could be in trouble.
Ah, he'll be fine.
Okay.
But we should go check the house just in case.
all right.
Yeah.
Check the house. Don't check the house. What are we doing? I guess
Check
we're
the house.
We should check the house.
Let's
Okay.
check the house.
As you guys are walking back, and Ira, would you just be heading back to the tavern?
Maybe. I mean, I have this bag. I want to try to conceal it, maybe as best I can. Maybe, or I guess I would like peer ahead and see if they were coming and try to.
Yeah, you peek around the back of the building down the road towards the tavern, and you can see the four of them walking up the road, headed towards you.
A message to them, or message to Panton. What happened?
I look up. Do I see him first of all?
Probably not. If you're not trying to make yourself known, it would be a really high perception to see him hiding around that area.
Let's
So
take
just,
a quick perception.
I guess, roll a stealth check. Yeah, you don't see him.
Okay, fair enough. If you want, you can probably come out and we can talk about it.
Seeing all of them there, I guess I'll come out.
Oh shoot.
We have battle music. Us versus Ira.
Yeah, well, that wasn't.
Behold my bag!
And Strahd comes out.
Do we see Ira pop out of hiding? Does he go, bleh?
I wish I had the spooky whistle.
Sorry, ask the question again.
I come out and what happened? Where's our friend?
Oh, so really cool. So he kind of led me the opposite way. Wanted to murder me, but I kind of zapped away and kind of hurt him a little bit. And Honora, Nico, and Anderson were right behind me. He tried running away, and I slowed him down as well. And we talked for a little bit. Turns out he just goes around town murdering everybody and assumes their form because he's trapped here and here like us. And this is the most exciting thing that he could possibly do, murdering people and just eating his soup and everything. And we found out his name is Verdon, but he's out of the town now. So what'd you find in the house?
This bag. I haven't looked inside it yet.
Well,
Ooh, I hope
Let's
there's
do
no
it.
teeth in there.
Do you mind? So he's spooked. He's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, he's probably heading back to Barovia to kill more people and assume their forms, and then come back over here to Vallaki and yeah.
Going to Barovia.
He ain't gonna kill no one.
Yeah, I would imagine, even though he knows that we know he's out there, that he'd rather not mess with a group of people.
Yeah. He didn't want to mess with me anymore. He said if he was stronger, I was like, no, I don't think so. Like I said, I just boomed out of the way, and yeah, he couldn't get me.
Well,
A
it's
guy
not
like
totally
that
hopeless. Maybe
doesn't
I can
get
leave him
caught
a
very
message
easily.
if he's ever interested in a job.
So,
Anyway.
what's in the bag?
Maybe we shouldn't just open it out here. Can we open it like behind the building or something like that?
Yeah, I mean,
put it in front of me a ways. If there's nobody around besides us, and kind of step back and then open it with Mage Hand.
Was this bag the only thing interesting in the...
I was kind of rushed. I didn't know how long Panton would be able to keep him busy, so I didn't really take a good look around.
I mean, he's
we can
gone
always go back.
if we want to, do a more
Right.
thorough investigation.
I'm kind of tempted, unless there's something really valuable in here, to put it back, just in case he ever comes back. So he doesn't know that we know about his hiding spot.
How do you open the bag?
Mage Hand from...
But like, is it just like peeling open the top? Are you laying it down on its side and lifting it up?
Yeah, I want to put it down and then open it, so up like that.
Okay.
Peel open both sides, standing like 20 feet away or so.
Mage Hand opens the bag, no issues. But you can't really see anything from the distance that you're at. But nothing, it doesn't appear to be trapped.
Okay. I'll go over and look inside it.
As you look inside of this bag, you see varying degrees of decayed corpses.
How big is the bag?
It's much larger on the inside than what it is on the outside.
It's the bodies in a bag of holding.
Yes, that is what it is. The most up to the top appears to be the same face that you saw mere moments ago in the tavern.
What do you see, Ira?
I see our friend, but dead. Think I found where he puts the bodies.
Hey, use the monocle that I gave you.
See, how does he fit
Oh,
bags in bodies in a bag that size? Like, how does that work?
Magic.
Would I know about this? Is this common enough to know about, or?
I don't want to. It's relatively uncommon. If you had ever gone to a higher end magic shop, you would know that it's something that could probably something similar to it could be crafted, but it would be really expensive. It's not unheard of. You would probably. It would be easy enough for you to notice that this is some sort of magic that's standard.
This is quite the gem we found. I do not think I will be putting it back. This is worth the effort on its own.
No, just God,
The
it stinks.
space inside the bag is much larger than the space outside the bag. What to do with the bodies? That is a question.
I'm gonna-
Nicodemus, could you give them a burial or something? Do people do that?
We do. I've never done a mass burial before.
Just
There's easily, I can't even count. There's a lot of people in there.
yeah, can smell them.
I mean, Anderson, you also keep dead bodies in a bag?
I keep a vampire head, and that's different.
We can also smell that.
Well, I'm proud of that one.
The house is all locked up. Do any of you still want to go inside to maybe see if I missed anything? Though.
No. I just want to be
No.
done with this. This is
I-
just...
I want to burn that house down if I could.
Was that to Ira?
What?
Yes, that was to Ira.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Make sure you add a comment that says full of bodies.
Honestly, I want this day to end. We've got a big day tomorrow that's got me really on edge, and it's just I don't know.
It's been a crazy day. We haven't
It
even
has.
talked about what happened to Nicodemus, really.
I mean, he's fine now. I think.
If anything, I feel better.
Say he's fine.
I do think we should maybe look for information inside his house.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
I mean, Ira,
That's what
you're the
you
only
wanna
one who's
do.
been in
I
there.
mean, this house, if he's leaving, like, this is a house that we could take. Nobody else would miss it.
Well,
We don't have to stay at the inn.
That would be
But-
pretty cool, and if anybody is looking for us, they won't find us over here in the house, whereas they'd be looking for us in the inn. So,
maybe when we're
Otherwise,
back.
Fine.
I mean, that's a good idea for when we're back, but maybe right now we stay at the inn. We look like everything's
Sure,
normal.
sure. But Nicodemus, if you want to check inside the house, I can open it up for you again. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I think we should at least have a look, especially now that we're not in a hurry. We can do a thorough.
I'm kind of interested too.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything in particular? You're able to, with enough time, you're able to open up the door without
would like
issues.
Go into his bedroom and look for like a log, journal of some sort, maybe list of identities and people of interest that he can doppelgang into.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
The entire time, I'm encouraging Ira to use his new monocle.
I'll put the monocle on. Well, do you want to see for yourself?
No, I gave it to you. That's fine. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I saw. I want you to see as well.
Oh, yeah.
Give me just a second.
I'll put the monocle to my eye and I'll look around.
I'm not gonna lie. You look evil right now. You got all like the red on your. It looks like you're just full of, have just like a red light, lighting on your face.
That's the day drinking.
It's getting darker over here. I'm gonna turn on a side lamp.
Looking around in his bedroom, you do actually find quite a few books. Flipping through them, you don't find any of them that appear to be journals.
Do any of them pique my interest, like magic books or anything like that?
You see a meat preparation and wine pairings book. You see the Encyclopedia of Thaumaturgy.
Oh, I'm gonna snag that.
Okay. I'll send you
Okay.
a link for that. Basically, flipping through, it's a bunch of creative ideas on how to use the spell Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Yeah, just you don't see anything else. You see a book called Her Hexes, which you think hex. Okay, maybe I'll find something magical in there. But it's a romance novel.
Yeah, not super interested in that.
No. Other than that, you don't really find anything else of note.
Okay.
From a book standpoint, you don't find the Journal of Bodies.
Okay.
Or personas. Anybody else looking for anything in particular?
I'm just kind of looking around the room with the monocle, like anything that might light up.
Is that a 30-foot radius?
So since I don't have it, I didn't actually
Probably.
write it down. I would think it would be.
That's the same as Detect Magic, right?
Yeah, it's a tech magic.
As I recall from watching your guys' one shot and Randy casting it
It is 30
and
feet.
knowing
Now.
the exact dimensions of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 30 foot, and he can't see through anything like thicker than an inch.
Yeah.
In the bedroom, you don't see anything magical, or do you just kind of wander around the house?
Just kind of wander around.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way to the kitchen, and you see a small leather pouch kind of tucked back on the counter. And it's got an aura to it, but as you open it up, looks like it's got like a divider inside the pouch and a bunch of different spices. But I guess... Oh, it doesn't tell you exactly. It's a conjuration school.
Okay.
I take it back. In the bedroom, you did see something on the nightstand. There was an ebony box, an ebony stained box. As you open it up, it plays violin music, very soft. Yeah, anyone who hears and you start to feel yourself. Give me a Constitution save. Anybody else that's in the room, make a Constitution save as well.
I mean, Panton was in the kitchen, right?
No, this was something that he found back in the bedroom. I overlooked it while I was looking at my notes. Okay, all of you succeed, but you feel just a little bit drowsy. You feel the sense of complete calmness that if you felt like if you were to open yourself up to it, it would ease you into a slumber.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really, that's a nice box. That's a nice music. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm having trouble sleeping. I can understand why a guy in his position would have something like this.
Yeah, maybe when we're about to pass out, we'll just open it up and let the music envelop us.
I mean,
wonder...
he's not coming back, right?
I don't think so. I think we spooked him off.
Okay, I'll put that in my side bag.
Okay.
And then you said there was a satchel of spices in the kitchen?
Yes. If you were to spend any time at all kind of dinking around with it, it's very similar to that flask that you purchased. The spices, basically, it conjures up, it refills the spices every day.
Okay, cool. So it's like a prestigitation of flavoring food.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anybody else looking for anything?
How are the furnishings in here? Could this house realistically house the five of us?
It's got 2 beds. One of them is clearly lived in, the other not so much. Cobwebs, it doesn't look very well kept. Looking at the floor, layer of dust that doesn't really look like it's been walked in, except for maybe when Ira was cruising the house. Yeah, you probably could. There's enough furnishings that you'd be able to live there. Yeah.
Cool. This is great. Hey guys, we got a house. Woohoo!
Yeah, we best go check in on Honora though. Sounds like
Yeah,
she
probably. We'll come back
wanted
here,
to
I'm
stay
sure.
in the inn. Yeah, it's not like
I
the
think
house is
maybe
going
we should
anywhere.
discuss what the plan for tomorrow is, how everybody's doing.
Definitely.
Yeah, tomorrow could change everything once.
I'm listening.
We'll make our way back to the inn. And Honora, you're up in. Honora, you're up in one of the bedrooms, then, right?
I am.
What are you wearing?
My clothes.
I was asking more specifically if you still had
My what?
your armor.
I don't have armor right now.
Okay.
I don't get it until tomorrow morning when they fix my bracelet. Remember, we had to give the chainmail
That's right.
the bracelet to get it sized down for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually wearing armor right now. I'm wearing clothes.
Oh, perfect. So, what are our plans tomorrow with Strahd? Like, are we gonna fight him, or is this just a dinner party?
I mean, you can fight him if you want, but I feel like
Probably
that's
not a good idea to fight him.
Let's maybe
Not-
start with what he wrote to us.
I just wanted to check to make sure. I know sometimes you guys get heated to fight things.
I'm more there for recon, I guess.
I pull out the invitation and
That's
read it
good.
aloud.
I can prepare myself.
Do you want me to read the invitation again?
Yeah, please do, Ira.
To the friends of my beloved Irina, I understand now that you were in the right. I cannot win her love with deceit and trickery. It must come from her heart, from my actions alone. Here is the first step towards me making amends for my terrible mistake. There is no catch, no strings attached. This is only me attempting to say that I'm sorry. In 3 days' time, I will send a carriage for you in Vallaki. Please do me the honor of being my guests at Castle Ravenloft. You will not be harmed by me or anyone under my command during this time. You have my word as lord of this realm. Maybe we can attempt to get on better terms than we started out on. Give your reply to Burgomaster Baron Vargas Velakovich in Vallaki. Best regards, Strahd von Zarovich.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much Strahd's word is worth, but sounds like it's just a dinner party.
I mean, if he's trying to win over Irina, I would imagine that he's not gonna try to pull any tricksies on us.
Depends
Yeah,
how
I don't know.
tricky
Seems
he
like
can be. If he can charm us into being his friend, just like he did Irina, what better way to get to Irina than be in with her
But-
friends?
Yeah, but do we know? We don't even really know Irina all that well. I don't think she knows herself all that well. Apparently, he's some long-lost love that's been...
I don't know.
Reincarnated.
Everyone seems to blame him for the state of things, though.
Yeah.
look, I think he's a bad guy, but going is still important. Maybe I just want to know what his end game here is. Bug with us? There's got to be more to it.
Well, Anderson, if you lived several lifetimes, would you just be bored of the same old, same old?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Maybe
That
this whole
could be-
beloved Irina thing is also just him being bored and picking somebody at random to harass.
Again, it could be, it could not be, but I want to know for sure.
Hey, Ira,
Yes, Panton.
can you take the de-skinned red cat body and throw it in the bag too?
That's right, we skinned it for the map.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Canton, would you be a doll and
Are
clean
you
up the
sure
mess
you
we
don't
made?
want anything else from it?
Nope, I got my hat. I'm good. We got the map. We're good.
Just feel like there's a lot going to waste.
I
you
mean, those
hungry?
Those are the
boots
only
look
two
pretty
things we're
cool.
taking. You know, for you, they're probably like platforms.
Probably. I mean, I might get my 7 inches back with them. However, they look a little heavy for me, so.
And are you really okay after what happened? I guess getting shorter sounds like not a terrible thing considering what could happen.
Yeah. I mean, I've been short my entire life. You kind of get used to it. I'll just be asking you guys to carry a step stool around from now on.
No, you carry it.
Oh,
Nah, I'll just put you in my backpack.
stop it.
Back on task. Our main objective, I think, while we're there, well, besides to not die, is what Rictavio said about the casks, the finest wine. What was it that Madame Ava told us?
I don't know. We had all those cards.
Did we give all our cards to one of us, or are we all still holding on to our one card?
We're holding
I
on to
had
our one card,
yours.
but it was more the readings that she said that she gave about.
I mean, the merchant
each one.
card had something about wines. So did the trader card.
The Wizard of Wines. That's right.
And the innkeeper lady has mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, that place, the Wizard of Wines, they're not receiving shipments from them anymore.
Right. So if we get through this dinner, that's something we can investigate.
So 4 of coins, the merchant, Nicodemus's card. Seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains.
I can't find that handout, but I'm gonna take your
Oh,
word
it's
for it.
under chapter 1
1,
and
Hidden
events.
Yeah.
That's right.
The traders look to the Wizard of Wine, so maybe we can head out there next.
Yeah.
The shepherd, find the mother, she who gave birth to evil.
My card is the broken one. He haunts the tomb of the man he envied above all, according to Miss Ava.
So maybe that's something we can find out discreetly.
Yeah, I
mean,
wonder if he has a lot of tombstones there.
I mean, to
it
be
might
honest,
not
we've only
necessarily
been
be.
to 2 cities, and we didn't spend a lot of time in Barovia, so.
I mean,
What
it'd
else
probably
is
be
here?
easier to ask Strahd if he ever envied anyone.
I mean, yeah, we can ask him all about his backstory. I'm sure he'll just tell us about all of his enemies and how to kill him and all that other stuff.
Well, this is a game to him. He might be more open than we think.
Maybe.
He's also he seems prideful. Yeah, what do we want to know about him? And our first clue is really about that. Knowledge of the ancient will help us better understand our enemy.
We can
That's
also
what she
ask
said.
him who his mom is.
Now, we could have asked Ava that too. I don't know why she didn't just tell us.
I don't know why she didn't. I mean, she gave us
Cryptic messages
weird.
and all.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't tell
I
us a
mean,
whole
maybe
lot
it's
either.
not important.
This has kind of been a game for the both of them, really. So,
If she's been alive as long as he has, then yeah, she's bored too. I don't know how much we can trust her in her reading either.
well,
Right.
after the dinner thing, we should probably go check out this Wizard of Wine and figure out what's going on with that.
So, is it? So you guys think that there's a cask in Strahd's castle that might have one of these cards that seem important?
I wouldn't doubt it.
So the goal of the dinner is to get Strahd to give us a tour.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good question.
That's
what
a
are
good point.
what are the multiple ways that we could get to that area?
I mean,
Oh,
obviously,
Honora likes to drink.
That's
that's
true.
for a spell.
Yeah, but we can also utilize it as part of the tour. Hey, Strahd, as a wonderful host of your beautiful castle, maybe you can give us a tour of your wine cellars, because Honora has a plethora of knowledge of various wines, and maybe he will take us to his cask room and show off. I mean, mom and dad used to do that stuff all the time, so what's to stop him from doing it?
Right, just make sure that that's not so obvious that that's the one thing that we're interested in. Like, what are some other things that we might be interested in? A
It's a dinner
library,
date.
perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Anderson could ask him where he gets his clothes. Or his
Nah,
jacket.
that ain't my style.
Or his really fine red silk fabric.
Okay, I like that.
I definitely feel like if we start delving into his more expensive, luxurious items, it's bring up wines and spirits himself.
That is a good point.
It also seems to be a pretty large castle, so I don't know how a tour could be done over one night, really. But maybe there's some highlights that we could catch. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure there are areas he doesn't want us to get into.
My
Panton, do you have the
understanding is
ability
he
to
doesn't
go to
sleep,
turn
right?
yourself invisible?
Oh,
Or
I
broken?
wish I did, but unfortunately, that is not something I can do. I can jump away really quick, but it makes a lot of noise, and I know that we were talking about, hey, maybe we should be a little more subtle about it. So I think
Right.
that's out of the question. I could potentially slow things down, but then again, not subtle, so probably not
Also,
gonna do that.
are you guys trying to get Panton to put cast his magic in Strahd's castle? That's a last resort, guys. Last resort. I mean, that's if shit hits the fan.
Okay.
Then Panton cast magic, but
Maybe that's
don't
another
understand.
thing we can discuss. Is there anything, before we move on, is there anything else that we want to know about? I mean, something I've been thinking a lot about, and I don't know if any of you would be experienced enough. Maybe Honora? He seems to want advice, or seems to want to, find a way to re-spark this old flame with Irina.
Are you suggesting that I give him relationship advice?
I
When you put it
mean,
that way, it's just
Honora,
all
first
the
of
other
all,
options that no offense to the rest of you.
I can tell him how to strategize and win a battle in the high ground and the low ground. I can't tell him how to win a heart.
I don't know. Is it not similar?
I mean,
I'm joking.
Nora's kind of young, and well, if he's really lived a couple of lifetimes,
All the boys in our village was stupid, and I could beat them up.
But one of the nice things about you being so young is that your feelings are so fresh and honest and raw. I feel like you've got
See,
a nice
when you say
handle on
fresh and raw, that makes me feel like he's gonna think of us as a couple of pieces of meat. So can you
Or
try to
snack.
use different adjectives? That'd be great.
Ara, I've never been in love, honestly. I've been too focused on,
Really?
that.
There's
Yeah.
nobody at the restaurant.
No,
You
they
put a
like I said, they
waiter
were all
hat on?
dumb. I could beat them up, and I couldn't respect a boy if he, if I could beat him up.
Okay. Well, Irina's kind of similar in that way.
Maybe.
She
I don't know if I should advise
she's a
Strahd
fighter.
to try to beat up his.
I mean, I think you
Right.
and Linver had a little thing going on, but
I mean, you
that's just
seem
me.
older and worldly. Have you ever been in love?
Nicodemus and Anderson, what are you guys doing during this time?
I'm just,
Trying not to
I'm
ask.
just
Being
absorbing
awkward.
all of this right now. Just as soon as they're talking about relationship advice, he's just, staying back and listening.
Looking out the windows, it is starting to get just a little. It's starting to get late. But yeah, you guys are still welcome to do whatever you would like for the remainder of the evening.
Yeah, no. I mean, we can come up with some sort of strategy where I could use my military strategies and kind of replace military words with romantic words and try to pass it off
Okay, dead end.
as romantic advice.
Maybe let's focus on the important thing. If shit hits the fan,
Okay.
we cannot win that fight.
Nope.
No.
I have
Mm.
one exit strategy that I could do, but does anybody else have anything else to offer?
I just
Run
hit
like
things.
hell.
Okay.
I don't run as fast as you guys do, but hit things and run and hit
Okay.
things and run.
Yeah, my contingency plan is to not upset Strahd and have a fine evening, gain some
That's-
information, and leave.
That's a
Okay,
great
but
plan.
this
I
is
like
if.
that plan as the main one.
I mean,
That's
if Strahd
plan
wants to kill us,
A
I
and
don't
B.
think we can do anything about it.
Well, we can.
We've already determined you're the slowest runner.
But okay, so he says we will not be harmed. What if we're just trapped
Or
or
charmed.
something like that?
I've seen magic people come to our village that charm people. That one's kind of scary.
Okay, I will just put on the table if my plan is to jump from a high place. I have a spell that I've been working on. And I can make it so that all of us won't fall quite so fast as to have so sure a death.
Will
Okay.
it affect all of us?
Yeah.
You don't say
Insight
that with
check.
confidence.
Look, I've just been. Yes. Yes, I can do it.
Is it up to 5 people?
Yeah.
Or it's up to 4 and somebody has to hang on to Panton.
I can also cast some spells that can protect myself from being charmed. But
And that might be wise if the rest of us get. Maybe you can make it out. More safe.
it doesn't last long, and I don't think Strahd would take kindly to me casting spells at the dinner table.
Well, again, it's not our plan to go in and do that. We want to play nice.
But that's good to know. Maybe you don't interact with him as much, just in case that seems to happen to other people.
Okay. But I think maybe getting a full night's rest, being
Going
clear.
in strong, for sure.
Yeah, that's probably a good course of action. Ooh, Nico, you should probably pull out that music box. That'll help us sleep.
Wait, what about a box?
What music box?
So you remember that cool little monocle that I gave Ira? Well, he let me use it, and I found a cool little black music box that puts out a nice little tune. And then I also found this really sweet bag of never-ending spices.
Okay. Where did you find those?
Oh, at the Burden's house.
Our house.
You
Yes,
stole
our house now.
from that gentleman's. First, you harassed him,
He left
And-
that stuff behind. He's on
and
the
then
way.
you
and
stole from
he
him.
killed people.
Yeah, and Panton, I wonder how he lured them to be susceptible for him killing them. Maybe by putting them to sleep?
Maybe. But
I
he's
mean,
not
I
coming
found
back
the
here.
box on
It
his
was right next
nightstand.
to his bed. Maybe it'll help with the bad dreams. Maybe that's how he's been All right.
There's no guarantee you'll wake up.
Win-win, am I right?
Well,
No, I want to wake up, Nico. I want to get out of here. That is the
I'll
goal.
tell you guys what. I will very willingly submit myself to the sweet sounds of the music box, and you guys can try to resist it. And if for whatever reason I don't wake up, well, then we've learned a valuable lesson.
That
What
sounds
if
good. We
we-
have 2 rooms anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep with that music box. That's a recipe for
Okay,
not waking
Panton,
up.
you can bunk with me and Nicodemus and wake us up in the morning. Honora.
Awesome. Good night, Anderson, Honora. And
Hopefully,
I'll
don't fall asleep when you walk in the room and it's still playing.
And I'll make my way to my room.
Yeah, y'all
Earplugs.
have fun.
Use earplugs.
Yeah.
Honora, if I
Risky.
don't ever wake up, I love you.
I love you too. Please wake up. What?
And I'll set the music box on the nightstand, and reach into my pack and pull out meat pie
This.
and
In
start.
front of us?
Yeah, in front of everybody, just like put my
Well,
pillows up against the
Is it
headboard.
Ira? It's Ira and Panton in the
Start
room with you,
eating.
right?
What are you? How long have you had that thing in there?
Just a few days. They seem to last a while.
Oh, let me try something. And I'm gonna take out the little bag of spice, and I'm gonna sprinkle it on his meat pie.
And I'll take another bite.
You still have those?
Yeah, I have one more. Would you like some?
No.
No, thank you.
How does it taste with the spice?
Better, for sure.
I don't know what you were thinking doing that in front of Panton.
I mean, he put salt and pepper on it for me.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Just Honora and Anderson are gonna have a fit if they see or if they know about that.
I mean, that's why I waited till I was in here. I figured you guys would.
You guys cool? You guys cool with my drug habit?
I can be bribed.
Be careful with it.
Did you open up the music box yet?
No.
Okay.
I just set it on the nightstand.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go take care of just a couple of things.
Should we wait up for you?
No. I'll even tell you. I just want to, just to make sure that Verdun doesn't come back. I want to do that paper trick that our friend Isaac taught us, and then I believe Danica had something for me, so I'm gonna check in with her, and I'll be back.
Okay. Be safe. I'll see you in the morning.
Sure.
Okay.
As soon as Panton, Ira, and Nicodemus leaves the room, Honora's just gonna put her hands in her head. I mean, what have we become? Seriously? Like, what is this place doing to us?
Well, what do you mean?
You
You're the
guys.
best person to talk about.
He's combing his vampire head's hair.
But I mean, at least that's a purpose. Like, you knew coming into here you wanted to hunt monsters. I get that, but like, that man was doing no harm.
He was
And you
killing
guys-
people. That seems harmful.
Okay, and in hindsight, there was the killing of people, but we've killed people since we've been here in Barovia.
In self-defense, yes.
Right. And I mean, the man just ate his soup, and then you guys got up on business because of a rumor, and then you robbed him. And
Look,
I mean, we might as well just killed him for reasons. It seems like such a. Our goal is to leave, right? Am I wrong in that? We're trying to go home, right?
I guess.
You like
I
it
mean,
here?
I'm here for a different reason. Y'all are, but eventually I would like to leave.
I just want to go home. to Mom's cooking again, and it sounds like they want us back, and they regret what they did to Panton, which is great, which means we can go home and we can live our little lives again. And that's all I want. And
And we will.
I
We
want
gotta
to kill
figure
the
things out.
Burgomaster. I want to kill everybody. This town is making me want to kill everybody. Because everybody's bad. Why is everybody bad? And at this point, she's gonna roll over and punch the pillow and then try to sleep.
Okay.
Look, a lot of people suck here. I'm not debating that, but from my experience, you gotta be selective of your targets here. Strahd's the reason we can't leave. Strahd's the person we gotta go after. We can deal with everyone else in time.
No reply. You'll hear just a little bit of a from her little sobbing in the pillow.
Alrighty.
I'm bad with this stuff.
Ira, you, where do you go first? Do you go downstairs to see if she's still awake and at the bar, or do you...
Yeah.
Yeah, as you go down, the bar's pretty well cleared out at this point, and she's just kind of tidying up. And as you walk in, she looks up from her business and, I miss you. You went away. I didn't have the opportunity to get this to you. And she hands you the note, the letter that you asked for.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I kind of put a little void on it, so I don't think that you're going to try to screw us over, but I just wanted to be sure it didn't end up in the wrong hands, you know?
Of course. I hope it didn't cover too much of the writing. Is it on the back or something?
Yeah, it's not touching any of the writing.
Okay. Excellent.
Is there anything else that I can get you before I
No,
close
no,
up shop?
Take it easy. Thank you so much for your help.
Have a good night.
You too.
You make your way over to the house, and you're able to, I guess, give me...
Actually, I'll ask her. That there was a gentleman who was eating across from us at that table over there. Did you recognize him?
I see a lot of different faces in here. It's hard for me to remember. If you point him out next time he comes in, I might be able to help you a little better.
Sure.
Sorry.
That's all right. Thank you.
And you make your... Go ahead and give me a... If you go to plant the paper, go ahead and give me, like, a... Yeah, give me a sleight of hand, see if you can replicate. Yeah. You have a hard time making sure that the paper isn't visible from the outside. Like, you're able to place it in there to the point to where it stays, but you haven't quite figured out how to do it without leaving just a little bit hang out for your fingers. But for the most part, somebody would have to still be looking pretty hard to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to do so.
And then I think I'll spend. When she closes up, are people still allowed to sit down in that area?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to sit down there and spend part of the night transcribing the spell that I got and reading Delphin's letter and everything like that.
Okay. Alrighty. I forget how many hours for transcribing.
I know it takes an hour for a spell.
Now, okay. So, do you spend the entire hour to copy the... Are you copying spells from one book to the other, or are you talking about the scroll?
The scroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that you were successfully able to copy over the scroll.
Okay.
So you no longer have the scroll, but you do have the... it is written in your book. Yeah. Okay. Nicodemus and Panton up in the room. What are you guys doing? You're still eating your pie,
Yep.
Nicodemus.
Munching on my meat pie while flipping through my thumb.
Okay.
I'm kind of sitting on the bed, my legs kicking out, and say, "So, what are you guys doing here?"
As I look up from my books, somewhat annoyed. We generally just read.
Cool. I don't have any books to read.
Would you like to borrow one of mine?
Sure.
And I'll toss him the Morning Lord book that Victor gave me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the book and I'll put it in my lap. And after about 5 minutes, I'll go.
So, how would you... Are you actually flipping open this book to read it, Pantan? Are you scrolling through looking for pictures? What are you doing?
I mean, I'll read a couple of sentences at a time and I'll get bored, so I'll flip ahead. And then I'll read a couple of more sentences, and then I'll flip ahead again.
Okay.
Will
So,
he get bored though?
Oh, he'll get bored.
Well,
after flipping through about 10 or so pages, you find something very interesting. The page opens, and behind it is a cutout section with a letter and a candle and a small vial. And I believe it says blessed on the vial. Do you have that with you,
I
Dr.
do.
Davis?
I do.
Or Nicodemus, sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I got into the mode of when I gave it to you.
That's okay.
Kind of
A candle, a vial, and what else?
in a note
letter.
with stamped. Is it a W? No,
H.
it's an H. That's right, H.
I'm gonna pull the note out. I'm gonna read it.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Give me a second.
I can't believe you threw that to him. That's hilarious, though. That's definitely something that would entertain him before going to bed, though.
I've gotta find the handout.
Sorry.
No, I had anticipated him reading his own letter.
He hasn't even read this letter yet?
I don't know if you have or not.
Todd has.
Okay,
Nicodemus
Todd
not.
has.
Oh, wait. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just-
Nicodemus had no idea that there was anything in this book.
Okay.
That's great.
As you peel open the sealed letter, it reads, Argynvost, I fear that I have failed. I have failed the people of Barovia, who I swore to protect when I took up arms in the Order of the Silver Dragon. I have failed my love, Sir Godfrey Gwillem, when I could not prevent Strahd from killing him before my very eyes. I failed myself by not having the courage to love him openly for fear of retribution. Lastly, I have failed you. I'm afraid the wounds I now suffer are to be the end of me, though dare I say that my heart is already dead. You have been a great leader to us all. Your courage and valor are unparalleled by even the best of men. You have kept the evil forces at bay from the dark powers that lie deep within the Amber Temple as long as you live. Your spirit will be a beacon of hope to the realm that this darkness can be purged. As I write this, we are surrounded by Strahd and his wretched minions. I have stashed all that is important to our cause where only the dead may see, until the light shines on their faces again. I pray to the Morning Lord that you will find a qualified suitor for my blade, who from this day forth will be known as Vengeance. Take back what has been lost and rid the world of the devil Strahd. May the Morning Lord have mercy on all of our souls. Your friend and loyal knight, Vladimir Horngard.
Horngard.
That name
I
is
just
not
took-
familiar to you.
Yeah, I just took a couple of quick notes. Argynvost was something else?
Yeah, here, I'll just, I'll make a handout real quick and give it to you.
Okay. Look up at Nico. Is he, like, deeply engrossed in his other book?
That's up to him, are you?
I mean, I'm reading it. It's not particularly, like, engrossing. It's just a list, more or less. But I'm not paying attention to you. I'm more happy that you're being quiet.
The best thing that can occur when near Panton.
You should be concerned when Panton is quiet.
He may not be there anymore.
No,
Yeah,
I'll just enjoy
I finally converted him.
There you go. It should be
Okay.
in everybody's journals, just in case you want to look, but
Okay.
obviously you don't know about it until somebody tells you about it.
Nico, have you looked
What,
at
Panton?
this book?
No, it seemed like just a holy text from the Morning Lord.
I will. If there was a vial, a candle, I will take the candle and I will gently throw it at him.
Okay. As you pick up the candle, it's red in color, and it looks to be at the base of the candle. There are some golden etched runes.
I'll catch it. Panton, this is some sort of magic. You can see there's etched runes into this candle.
Yeah, and I will
What?
pick up the vial and I'll shake it.
I mean,
And
that's
then I will pick
just
up the
holy
note
water.
and I will shake it. These were
What-
in your book that you threw at me. Have you opened this thing?
I know. Let me see them. And I'll take the
hop
letter.
off the bed and I will hand him the vial and the letter.
And
Where did you get this book from?
Victor gave it to me. I am not sure if he knew what was in it. But maybe he did. And I'll quickly read the letter. Do any of these names familiar to me?
Give me give me a history check or a religion check with disadvantage on the religion check.
Because it's not my religion.
Not your history.
Something like that. It's
I mean, there's some about the Morning Lord in there. I pray to the Morning Lord that you will find a qualified suitor for my blade.
Yeah, but the Morning Lord isn't the Dawnfall.
Lathander, yeah.
Or, wait, that's Palor. Yeah, not
Which one
Lathander.
would you like? Do you want history or religion?
just give me a history check. Yeah,
Tired. You're full of children. I mean,
Phrasing.
no, I said that on purpose.
He's pregnant?
No, he's full because he ate children.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of those names ring a bell. Not even the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Okay. I assume this vial is pretty obvious to me that it's holy
Yeah,
water.
yeah, it's
And
holy
then,
water.
do I have any insight on the candle?
I can't remember. Do you know Draconic language?
Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Or Dwarven or Elvish. I think
Um,
Dwarvish is the subset of Draconic, right?
No. Give me an Arcana check. No. At this point in
Really
time,
tired.
yeah, you're struggling. You can feel the magic in it just by holding it, but you're unsure of.
Can I give that candle an Arcana check?
Yeah, if you'd like.
How much better?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know deep speech. That's it. Fuck. Terrible.
Yeah, we'll have to look into this in the morning, Payne. I don't know any of these names or people or the Blade Vengeance. I mean, it sounds cool, but yeah, I guess maybe I could talk to Victor before we head out and see if he knew these were in here. He was trying to give us a gift of importance, or just
Well,
an old book.
first of all, you're
I
welcome.
thank you, Panton, for finding these.
Good. You got anything else that's not a bookcase thing that I can read, or
How long
we
do you
just
guys want to
go
go
to bed?
for? Should we wrap this
No.
up here shortly, or are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're probably gonna end up going to bed here soon in a minute.
I have my actual holy text of the Morning Lord of Lathander. You're welcome to read it.
Have you actually opened it?
I have spent many hours in that tome.
You know what? And I'm just gonna go over to the nightstand. I'm gonna grab the music box, and I'm going to put it on the bed, and kind of look at it for a second. And so does Ira sleep on this bed?
I mean, we don't sleep together.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's cold or something like that. I mean,
No, I'm not sure. Our relationship's not quite like that.
okay. Do you think he would mind if I slept here?
I can't say for certain, but I feel like he might.
I'll take the blanket off the bed and kind of like fluff it up on the floor. And so I'm gonna open the box and just kind of fall asleep. So
That sounds wonderful. I'm definitely ready for bed.
So I'm just gonna kind of give myself to it, and you know, whatever you do, you do. So
Okay. Yeah, opening the box. No Constitution save needed. If you willingly choose to go to sleep, you're able to. Ira, up for a decent bit longer than them, because that was happening simultaneously as you going down and getting the letter and going over to the other house. As you come in, you see Panton curled up on the floor with the music box open on the floor, but it's not making any noise.
I'll go ahead and gently close it, and then lay down on the bed, lock the door, and kind of worry about whether or not we're going to get attacked again, and go to sleep.
Okay. Everybody except for Nicodemus, the night passes by uneventfully. You gain the benefits of a long rest. Nicodemus, you have a wonderful dream. You're back in Daggerford, and you're lighting candles in the temple, and different people, civilians of that small city, are coming up to you and asking for for different things, and you're just so eager to help. And just seeing the look on all of their faces as they leave in a better position than when they came in, you really feel the warmth of Lathander caressing you into a very peaceful night's rest. You also gain the benefit of a full long rest.
Nice.
And I guess that's where we'll leave off for the night.